oriented. So we usually have French or British or any other Western empires that have influenced the military history around the world. But very little or there is no mention of, let's say, Mongol Empire or one of maybe even the Japanese or the Vietnamese. So perhaps if we look into that, I think we can have a balance. Thank you.
Good afternoon all. So there's a consideration from our side. Since I have been in psychology for around 6 years, I have been handling both BA and MA. For BA, as you said, that vulnerability is being split up into two, and that needs to be single one. And when it comes to the journalism part, we have for 4 semesters there is a journalism, which we feel like where we are actually studying different journalism, the main concept of the 6th semester. But for previous 3 semesters, from 3rd semester to the 5th semester, it is journalism which has been repetitions, like news standard or any other form. So my think that will be reduced off and alternatively we can go with some other department papers. My major consideration is for MAs, because when you take the 2 semesters, it is all about the repetition of what they study in the BA. More or less the syllabus is more likely to be repeated in BA, the same is repeated in MA. And there is no such thing called internship. That is the greatest fortunate which I find in that particular part. Because students studying from MA right there, they have less exposures actually. So in order to give them a more exposure about our department and ask them to go in depth, surely internship has to be a part of that, and we have a part in that. And there we have same syllabuses like other warfare and everything has been repeated. So it could be considered as making inclusion, and already we can come up with different papers like someone pointed out like science and technology. For both BA and MA, there is no such paper called science and technology, which we actually lack. The technical part, when it comes to the considerations, we write about we go for net exams or something. There is a unit called science and technology, but right here, that doesn't feel like we have or we teach science and technology. So students, when we ask a question or something related to that, they actually don't have any exposures to that particular thing. So science and technology, and one thing I'm telling here is Sarah just on refugee crisis management a part in this particular last syllabus. So like that, we have really different papers. Because what I feel when I'm teaching this, I'm just reading what I'm reading in BA. And there is no such thing called doing what I'm just teaching them. So consider this particular factors and give them a case study and everything which is needed to be in every concept. Thank you.
No? Thank you.
C.
So sir, I just have some few suggestions which may on my own perspective first of all. As I like to thank Karan sir for because the things which I just going to share here, he just already shared here. Because as I planned, as Karan sir said, we can do some specializations in master's degree. I also thought that we can have some elective purpose. We are just having some elective purpose right now. Or else we can change our core purpose to something like a physical activity, like forensic, criminologics, or something related to cyber crime and so on and so on. So by based on that, we can do our master's specialization by choosing the relative bachelor's itself. And as Vicky said, I just wanted to share that too, because we just studied the syllabus of BA in the first 2 semesters of our masters, I think so. So it has to be considered. Then as I just wanted to say that most of the students who are joining defensive studies, they just willing to participate in the activities like NCC, NSS and so on and so on. So because the thing is, as said, most of the emptiest room in the whole India, Tamil Nadu, in the college itself is library because
கண்களை காத்து சரி என்று சொல்லுமாய் நாம் அனைவரையும் தமிழ் காப்பதற்கு வந்திருப்பவர் அனைவரும் தமிழனே ஒருத்தர் இருக்காங்க, வேற இருக்காங்க, இருந்தாலும் தமிழ் என்னுடைய கனிவான வேண்டுகோள் என்னன்னா, திரு எங்கே நுழைந்தாரோ அங்கே ஒரு திருப்பு இருக்கும். கண்டிப்பாக இந்த திருப்பு மொழியாக நான் பார்க்குறேன். அது உத்தம் சார் மூலியமாவோ, பிரபாகரன் சார் மூலியமாவோ, மணிவண்ணன் சார் மூலியமாவோ நீங்கள் வந்துருக்குது. சீனியர் மோஸ்ட் பர்சன்ஸ் இந்த 4 பேர் சேரும்போது ஒரு தூணாக ஒரு வீடு கட்டத்துக்கு எப்படி ஒரு 4 பேர் தூண் தேவையோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தூண்களாக இங்கே இணைஞ்சிருக்காங்க. இதுதான் நான் ஒரு முக்கியமான நிகழ்வாக நான் பார்க்குறேன். அதுக்காகவே இங்கே வந்தேன். கடந்த 3 நாளுக்கு இன்டர்நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் இருந்தேன். இருந்தாலும் இன்னைக்கு வரணும்னு தான் வந்தேன். தேவைப்படுற விஷயம் என்னன்னா, டிஃபென்ஸ் ஸ்டடீஸ்க்கு ஒரு revampation is required. We need a revampation. Something we need to change. என்ன சேஞ்சு அப்படின்னாக்கா இன்னைக்கு வந்து எம்ஏ முடிச்சோடனே அன்னைக்கு காலகட்டத்தில் வேலை கிடைக்குமானா 2013 கிடையாது. ஆனால் சிஸ்டர் உமா போன்றவர்கள்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அம்பேத்கர் ஆட்சி காலத்தில் 2013 மாற்றத்தை ஏற்படுத்தினாங்க. அந்த இடத்துல வந்து இந்த கபிலன் சார்கிட்ட தான் இந்த அங்கே கோயம்புத்தூர் போன அந்த மாதிரி பார்க்கும்போது அந்த ரீவர்பரேஷன் வந்து எங்கேருந்து வருதுன்னா அந்த 13க்கு அப்புறமா தான் வருது. இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எம்ஏ முடிச்சோம்னா 40,000 சம்பளம், 50,000 சம்பளம், 60,000 சம்பளம்ன்றது ரெடியாகவே காத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. சில பேருக்கு 80-90 கூட காத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. இது எப்படி நம்ம கட்டுப்படுத்தணும், இதுக்கு எதுக்கு நம்ம வழிக்கணும்னு நான் சொல்றேன்னா சேர்ந்துட்டோம் அப்படியே விட்டுக்கூடாது. நம்ம சின்சியராக பண்ணோம்னா டெஃபினட்டாக எப்பவுமே செமினார் அவர் சொல்லி நான் பார்த்துருக்கேன். சிட்டிங் வித் செமினார் இஸ் நாட் ஈஸி. நீங்கள் ஊர்ந்து கவனிச்சிங்கன்னா அது உள்ள போக முடியும். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு விஷயத்தில் ஊர்ந்து போகும்போது தான் நம்மளை அதில் மாற்றத்தை கொண்டு வரணும். அந்த மாற்றத்தை தான் நான் சொல்கிறேன். ப்ளீஸ் பிரிங் த சம் ரீவேம்பேஷன். கொஷின் பேப்பர் செட்டிங்கில் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்கிறேன். திருமாவளவன் சார் ஏன் திருப்புமுனியாக ஒரு உதாரணம் சொல்கிறீங்களா? இங்கே திருமாவளவன் சார் கிட்ட கரெக்டாக இருக்கிறவங்க கொஞ்சம் தயவுசெய்து இருந்துங்க. நீங்கள் இவங்களை யாரா ஒருத்தர் கூட கூப்பிட்டு கேட்டு பாருங்க. தினசரி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் எழுதி காட்டணும் அவங்ககிட்ட. நான் த்ரோக்கு சொல்ல நானே எழுதி கொடுத்துருக்கேன் சார் கிட்ட. த்ரோ லைட்டட் எழுது, ஹைலைட்டட் எழுது, பார்ட் பியா ஹைலைட்டட் எழுது. இதில் நானே தவறாக எழுதி காமிச்சிருக்கேன் சார் கிட்ட. அவர் என்ன பண்ணுறோன்னா அதை கரெக்ஷன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அது பக்கா வச்சு அது உதயகுமார் பார்த்துருந்தாரு, அப்புறம் ஸ்ரீநாத் பார்த்தாரு, இப்போ இமயவர்கள் பார்த்துருக்காரு. இளைஞர்கள் எல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் எழுதுறோம் அப்படின்னு காரணம்னா இங்கே ஒரு மாற்றம் வந்துச்சு. அந்த மாற்றம் என்னன்னா தினசரி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் சார் நீங்கள் எழுதுறீங்களா சார் நீங்கள் கேட்கலாம். காலையில் நாங்கள் பயணம் பண்ணும்போது சென்னைக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் எழுதி முடிச்சிடலாம். விடை வந்து முடிஞ்சால் சாயங்காலம் கேட்பீங்க, இல்லை நாளைக்கு காலையில் தெரியலன்னா சீனியர்ஸ் கேட்குறேன், இல்லை நம்ம திக் விஜய் சர்மா இருப்பாங்க, இல்லை ஜெபின் இருக்காரு, யாருன்னா ஒரு இல்லை தெரிஞ்ச ப்ரொஃபஸர் கிட்ட ஃபோன் பண்ணி கூட கேட்குறேன். கபிலன் கிட்ட கூட ஃபோன் பண்ணி கேட்பேன், நான் என்கிட்ட போய் கேட்குறேன்னு நினைப்பேன். இதை ஒரே ஒரு ஈகோ விட்டு தட்டு நம்ம ஜூனியரோ சீனியரோ ஷேர் பண்ணணும்னா நல்லா. ரெண்டாவது கேரிங் நான் என்ன சொல்றேன், ஷேர் த நாலேஜ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங் இஸ் ரீவர்பரேஷன், செகண்ட் திங் இஸ் ஷேர் வித் யூ அமாங் யுவர் செல்ஃப். இப்போ இங்க வந்து 40 கொஸ்டின் கொடுத்துருக்காங்களா, இது எதுக்கு முன்னாடி 200 கொஸ்டின் உருவாயிடும். 4 பேட்டர்ன் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. திருவள்ளூர் யூனிவர்சிட்டி, மெட்ராஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி, ஒரு கொஸ்டின் 4 கொஸ்டின் வீட்டுக்கு போய் எழுதுங்க. அதுவே 200 மாறும். அந்த 200 கொஸ்டின் எடுத்தாவே நீங்க ஓரளவுக்கு அடுத்த 5 ஆண்டு காலம் ஈஸியாக ஓடலாம். அது நான் ஏன் சொல்றேன்னா அந்த செகண்ட் தேவை வந்து நம்மளுக்கு என்ன, கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர்ல நீங்க எழுதும் போது ஊர்ந்து அதுக்கு நம்மளுக்கு ஆன்சர் தெரியுமான்னு காம்பர் சார் சொன்னார். யார் சொன்னதுன்னு அந்த ஆன்சர் நம்மளுக்கு தெரியுமான்னு நம்ம முதல்ல யோசிக்கணும். மாணவர்கிட்ட மட்டும் கேட்டு விட்டுட கூடாது. நம்மளுக்கு ஆன்சர் தெரியுமான்றது மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு கேள்விக்குரிய நீ போடும்போது அவனுக்கு பதில் தெரியுமான்றதை யோசிக்கிறது கூட நம்மளுக்கு அது பதில் தெரியுமான்னு நம்ம சிந்தனை பண்ண வேண்டியது அவசியம். ப்ளீஸ் லுக் இன்டு. தயவுசெய்து நிறைய பேர் எழுதுறீங்க. இன்னைக்கு கூட இங்க திருவள்ளூர் இங்க நம்ம கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர்ல ஒரு மாணவன் நான் கேட்டேன், சார் கிட்ட திருமணம் சார் கேட்க வேண்டியிருக்காங்க, அவுட் ஆஃப் சிலபஸ் வந்துச்சு கொஸ்டின். இன்னைக்கு நடந்தது சொல்றேன், எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் வெளியில தான் வந்துருக்குது. அப்ப நம்ம தான் யாரோ ஒருத்தர் எழுதி அனுப்போம். அப்படி போது தயவுசெய்து இது நம்ம ரொம்ப உன்னிப்பா கவனிக்க வேண்டிய ஒரு சூழ்நிலையா இருக்கு. நான் அதுதான் சொல்றேன். இப்ப நம்ம அதை பத்தி தான் பேசிக்கிறோம். கரண்ட் பற்றி சொல்லுவாருன்னு சொன்னேன் திருமாவளவன் சார். இன்னைக்கு கரண்ட் திருமாவளவன் இங்கே நம்ம வந்திருக்கும் போது நடந்திருக்கிற ஒரு விஷயத்தை நான் சொல்ல போறேன். இது எதுக்கு நான் சொல்றேன்னாக்கா, தயவு செய்து கொஞ்சம் நம்ம டிஃபென்ஸ் ஸ்டடீஸ்ல ஊர்ந்து கவனிக்கணும். மூணாவது நான் சொல்ற ஒரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா, சிலபஸ் நம்ம இது பண்ணிருக்கோம், எல்லாமே பண்றோம். அனைவருக்கும் சமமான டிஃபென்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிக் ஸ்டடீஸ்னு ஒரு சிலபஸ் ஒன்று உருவாக்கும். அதை நம்ம எல்லாமே ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். நிர்மலா மேடம் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு டிப்ளமா கோர்ஸோ பிஜி டிப்ளமா கோர்ஸோ எதுவுமே நடந்து தான். அது நம்ம எதிர்பார்க்கிற ஒன்றுமே தப்பு இல்லை மேடம். தயவுசெய்து எடுத்துருவாங்க. அப்போ நிறைய பேர் மாணவர்கள் உங்களால் பயன்பெறுவாங்க. அது ஒன்றுமே ஆட்டை வந்தால் நீங்கள் சிம்பிளாக ஆன்சர் எழுதுங்க. உத்தம் சார் போன்றவர் கொடுங்க. அது சிறப்பான ஒரு எழுத்து எழுதி கொடுப்பாரு. அது நீங்கள் அனுப்புங்க. ஏன்னா நான் சொல்கிறது சிங்கிள் போஸ்ட் இல்லைங்க. அப்போ தான் உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா வரும். அதுதான் நான் சொல்கிற சஜஷன். இல்லை இல்லை எழுத்தில் சேர்ந்தவர் நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, எழுதுறது தயவுசெய்து கற்றுக்குங்கன்னு தான் சொல்கிறேன். படிக்கிற அதே சிலபஸில் எழுதுறது எழுதுங்க. அது நான் பண்ணாதான் நம்ம சிலபஸ்ல மாற்ற வரும். நிறைய பேர் எழுதுறதே கிடையாது. தயவுசெய்து ஒரு ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் எழுதுங்க கண்டிப்பா. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இப்போ நான் நிறைய பேர் கேட்குறேன், சொல்றேன்னு சொல்றாங்க, கொடுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் எழுதுறதுக்கு நிறைய வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. ஸ்கோபஸ்லயோ, வெப் ஆஃப் சயின்ஸ்லயோ, ஐஎஸ்எஸ்லயோ, ஐஎஸ்பியோ எழுதிட்டு ஏன் தினமலர் எழுதிக்கலாம். உங்களுக்கு 300 ரூபாய் கிடைக்குது, 200 ரூபாய் கிடைக்குது. எனக்கு வாரத்துக்கு கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு 5000 8000 நான் சம்பாதிக்கணும். உங்களுக்கு முன்னதான் எக்ஸாம்பிளாக நிற்கிறேன். நான் தான் அதுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள். 5000 ரூபாய் நான் வாங்குற சம்பளம் குறைவு இருந்தால் அதை பற்றி யோசிக்காதீங்க. எழுதுனா கொஞ்சம் மாற்றணும். அதெல்லாம் நான் சொல்கிறேன். அதனால தான் கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர் செட்டிங் இன்னைக்கு போட்டுருக்காங்க. இது ஒரு துவக்கமாக இருக்கட்டும். ஏற்கனவே ஒரு 30 காலேஜ் இருந்து வந்துருப்பீங்க. ஒவ்வொருவரும் ஒரு கல்லூரி அடுத்த காப்பியில் அடுத்து நான் அந்த மாதிரி ப்ளே பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு திருநாவுக்கரசர் வந்திருக்காங்க நியூ காலேஜ். அந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு கல்லூரியிலும் இது வச்சிங்கன்னா ஒரு மாதத்துக்கு ஒரு முறை அடுத்த 24 மாசத்துல பாருங்க பெரிதளவில் மாற்றோம். நம்ம கற்றுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கணும். அதான் இப்போ நான் அதான் சொன்னேன். நான் காலையில் எழுதும்போது அதை வச்சு போயிடுவேன். ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்கு சொல்ற பாருங்க. எப்படியும் இன்னைக்கு நான் ஒரு விஷயத்தை புதுசாக சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். புதுமைகளை 2 நிமிஷம் கரெக்ட் அவ்வளோதான். லாஸ்ட் வந்துட்டு நான் சொல்றது என்னன்னா அடுத்து வந்து we have to bring some revaluation in the defense and strategic studies entire. அது மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் கொண்டு வந்தோம்னா மிகப்பெரிய வாய்ப்புகளாக இருக்கு. தனியார் கல்லூரிலாம் வந்திருக்கு. நீங்க நினைச்சீங்கன்னா பல செமினார்கள் எல்லாம் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஒவ்வொரு பேராசிரியர்களை கூப்பிடுங்க. அவங்க உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சஜஷன்ஸ் கொடுப்பாங்க. அதெல்லாம் உங்க கல்லூரிகள் கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா நல்ல ஒரு மாற்றமா இந்த தமிழ்நாடு முழுவதும் டிஃபென்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிக் ஸ்டடிஸ் ஓங்கி நிற்கிறதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் காத்திருக்கு. இதுதான் நம்மளுடைய சஜஷன்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ.
About defense and strategic studies because I come from some different background, and then I found out that this evening course and Uttam sir and all the staff gave me they really inbuilt my interest towards this, and I shifted my career and I want to stick in this. So first of all, first question is what student asked to us is what is the future and the scope of defense and strategic studies if we study this. We all know that, as Uttam sir said, this is not a unique one. This is a same common course how we learn BA history and other things. So we need to find it out and we need to be particular about it. What extra thing we can give to our student and which will build their interest. And second thing, as in today's workshop, this workshop should be continued. I request to sir for staff as well as students for the whole defense background and staffs for the whole defense background, because we all know that we cannot grab the whole knowledge every day. For us it is learning along with this, so that in that staff workshop, for example, I'll just bring a small example, the concept of Montessori from Maria Montessori. She focused on the practical learning, not only for the students. We learn this when we are preparing for UGC, we learn this all concepts and theory. We not only focused on students development but also for staff's development. So this point should be taken. And then another thing, we should bring national and international workshops and conference and competitions for students to make them understand and to give a brief knowledge about that. And when they will face and when they will found other students, what other students are doing, they will be encouraged by other students. That's it, sir. Thank you.
சந்தோஷமான ஒரு இடம் இருக்குது. என்னோட சஜஷன் என்னன்னா, சிலபஸ் ஒவ்வொரு யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கும் சிலபஸ் இருக்கு. புத்தகங்கள் அப்படின்ற சிலபஸ் நேரடியாக ரிலேட்டடாக பார்க்கும்போது சிலபஸ் புத்தகங்கள் இருக்கா அப்படின்னா இல்லை. வெவ்வேறு புத்தகங்கள்லேருந்து அதுக்கு நோட்ஸ் இருக்க வேண்டிய சில சூழல் இருக்குது. அப்போ புத்தகங்கள் எழுதி கொடுக்க முடியுமா அப்படின்றது தான் இருக்குது. அது கொஞ்சம் ஏதாவது பண்ண முடியுமா? ஓகே, இது வந்து நம்ம சிலபஸ் டிஎன்பிஎஸ் வழியாக பண்ணிக்கலாம். சிலது இப்போ யூனிவர்சிட்டி முடியுமா? ஏன்னா ஃபியூச்சரில் பசங்களுக்கு வந்து வேலை வாய்ப்பு அது ரிலேட்டடாக பார்க்கும்போது டிஎன்பிஎஸ் வச்சா நல்லாயிருக்கும் அப்படின்றது என்னோட சஜஷன். இதுக்கு நீங்கள்
came to giant universities. We want giving them life and request to the board member. We want request Government of India and Minister of Defence
give some percentage of privilege or soldier or military, any other we want. We are studying the defense studies. We are learning the military background, military structure, or whatever we are teaching and learning. But we want records, government of India, our side, we want demanding at least 5% of giving to privilege to our students. This is my request. I was studying only for 3 college in Tamil Nadu. That time where 3 months I find out those who are not taking the very less mark, not getting the science, go and join the defense studies or economics or history. Now students very interest. I want to go the civil service or military officer. Those who are the very highly knowledgeable, that person trying. We are going to the advice and encourage to get the goal. We want helping them. This is our nature of job. So another things I am requesting only one things we want the writing or whatever to the government of India, Minister of Defence. We get some privilege from the government of India to the defense and structural students. Thank you for the given.
Our subject has a vast syllabus. If you are saying security, we have internal security, external security, traditional security. By the way, we have many part of securities. But in our syllabus, we are simply mentioning that only security the word. In our perception, we are asking internal or external security. Student perspective, they are taking traditional security or organized crime. So that we need to specify the syllabus. That's all. Thank you.
Instead of that, we can ask the true or false, or else, as Uttam sir said, we can ask the assertion type questions also. And one more thing, I don't know whether I can share it here or not. If the university curriculum, the course outcomes is not really different. Yes.
Something and I will set the question. But I don't know what the professor would have taught to the students. So the ultimate sufferer should be the students. One thing which I found is that things which I think important is missing in the syllabus. For example, the syllabus given to me, principles of defense management, salient features of defense management, what is defense management. It was missing in that syllabus. And one more thing, the challenges faced by challenges of defense management in India, it was also not specified in that syllabus. So I think these two things are important for any syllabus trained in defense studies. So that's it. Thank you.
Encourage our students to participate in more skill-based activities. Like we have to suggest them to participate or do skill-based certificate courses and like awesome courses and all. So we have to encourage students to do certificate courses. And one of my other suggestions too, we have to insist students to do NPTEL courses and all. In that also, NPTEL courses, most of our defense related courses are not available in that. So students are facing the difficulties in that. Only science background, technology background subjects are not there. So defense and strategic studies related subjects are not there. So I insist the board members to look on into this also. And as we are going to face the MP 2020 multidisciplinary course, we don't have much idea regarding this because in this department we have to collaborate with and with the other things and all. So we need guidance in that area also. And also like multiple entry and multiple lenses. As we are a state private university, so we don't have much knowledge how to frame syllabus for that, curriculum for that. Because for each area we have to frame a particular syllabus or curriculum for first year, second year, third year. So we need guidance in this area. And after some students who ready, they evaluate if they got passed. So the mindset of the students what they want. Now university they will evaluate if they get passed. That mindset is the action. Will get
questions as noted down by the all the experts here. So I want each of them to give the reflections. To start with,
We have all noted your valuable suggestions, but most of you have pointed out revamping of syllabus or streamlining of syllabus. But basically, we have revised our syllabus on par with our UGC net syllabus only. The prime reason was it will help you to clear your net examination, and also if you are able to score very high marks, there is a possibility of getting your fellowship also. Based on that thing only, we have set our syllabus on par with the UGC syllabus. But whatever your valuable suggestions, according to your suggestions, we will work on it. It has to be discussed. PG syllabus.
There are
UG syllabus, okay. We will discuss together. Accordingly, we will revise our syllabus, whatever things are required at present. Then we will pass it as per our chairman suggestions. And my humble suggestion is, whatever knowledge you have, whatever idea you have in your syllabus, in your subject, please try to share the idea what you have, the content, the data what you have related to our syllabus, and what are the opportunities are available in front of our academic fraternity, and also what are the opportunities you are able to extend to our students. Try to pass it to your own fellow mates, because that will really help you to enhance yourself as well as to enhance the appeal of our students' benefit also. So whatever things are required, please do the needful, and we are here. We will help you. Thank you.
And of course, you have so many things to say about the syllabus, like whether it was the standard of the syllabus, and then the shortcomings, and then what students perceive, what you think, and all that. That's all perfect. But if you ask me what is the purpose of you doing this exercise, is that for you to become familiar with the subject. That's the most important thing. Like, the drafting the syllabus is that usually to draft the syllabus requires a skill of understanding the subject. So without understanding the subject, like if you say that I want a good standard, or this is too tough or too not so tough, is not relevant. The relevance is that every faculty member teaching in any college, anywhere in the world, should have the ability to understand why the structure of the syllabus is. What is the structure of the syllabus? And for that, I would like to make one recommendation to all of you. Whenever you have an opportunity to look at the syllabus of your college, for instance, that if you are teaching in Europe, or if you are teaching in Beijing, University, Pune, and any college, any college for that matter, actually, it's not a problem. But compare your syllabus with another institution, and compare your same syllabus with another institution. So, 5 syllabus if you can look at, and you will understand that all the 5 are the same, but they use different terminology, including the syllabus in American universities or in the universities in Australia or New Zealand. It's very interesting. In syllabus you will find about that all over the world, the syllabus is the same in any university in the world. But what is different is that to what level your faculty understands the syllabus. So you should be in a position to understand the structure, the content, and as well as the concept of the whole paper. If you understand the concept of a paper, syllabus is never a problem. Syllabus is never a problem. And then every syllabus, every paper, the syllabus that you make should have a good reading list. And I was waiting to hear somebody talking about a reading list. Reading list is very important. Reading list should cover a range from, say, today we are in 2025. Your reading list should cover a list from something from 1950, 1940 as far as India is concerned. And then one or two books from that era, and one or two books from 1970s, one or two books from the 1990s, one or two books from 2010, one or two books from 2025. So if you are going to have 15 books for a reading list, at least every 20 years, 2 remarkable books in every discipline gets published. So if you are going to have reading list, once you have the syllabus and a good reading list, you have nothing to worry of standardization. And so be confident about it. There is no such thing as the best syllabus or the worst syllabus. But as far as good understanding of the syllabus and not so good understanding of the syllabus is a common problem. Thank you.
I just don't want to beat the bush, same thing, and become tired of going there. I just go away and come back to this. So, first I suggest and warmly welcome that you have taken this profession, teaching profession, in a right way, right time. This is youngsters. I myself have in future what will happen to technical studies after my area, my period career. At least this day I think that இன்னைக்கு தான் நம்ம இந்த அரிசியில் போடும்போது சின்ன பசங்களுடைய வார்த்தை தாங்கலாம் சொல்லுவோம் ஒரு ஃபெஸ்டிவலே நம்ம ட்ரெடிஷனாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இன்றைக்கி தான் டாக்டர் திருமாரன் உத்தம் தாஸ் ஃபுட்டு கரிக்குலம் டெவலப்மெண்ட் நம்ம அரிசி மாவு அரிசி இந்த கோலம் போடுவோம் வார்த்தைகள் எழுதுவோம் டீச்சிங் சின்ன குழந்தைங்க. ஸோ திஸ் அ ரைட் மெத்தட் pedagogic system we have started. Of course, everyone is setting the question paper, but still it has its own limitations. Then, for a general information, I want to convey that don't say that I am a professor teacher. Your students should recognize you as a teacher. உங்களை பார்த்தோன்னா எல்லாம் ஓடுறேன் தெரிச்சு ஓடுறேன் ஐயோ இவங்களே அவங்களா அப்படின்னு வேண்டாம். They should come. Teaching is on one side and research is on another. Equip yourself. This is all my humble suggestion, not advice or something, because I fall a category in middle between the senior professor and you. So that's why I am having this way. And also, encourage your students to study. Don't teach them. Teach in the sense, not like what you call a kindergarten school, lines and all. First, they should be interested in you. You in the sense academically I'm talking, not personally. Okay, you should be very friendly. Friendly in the sense as a teacher and academic. Then only whatever you say, the students will get into their minds and ears. Make them to learn. Just be a friendly. Friendly, once again I just tell you that not going to gather in a party or in a bike. Just academically. Be with your friends. Because they are young children, usually never they come from plus 2. From different dimensions they will come. Just have a discussion, casual discussion, never get that. Just be friendly with them, be with them. Then we will come to know the psychology aspect of what the student's family mindset. Then only whatever you are saying will get into their head and the minds. So one of the participants that told about APDL, that we want to include our syllabi or students are not. But certain things are there in APDL, not in demonstration therapy, but you can make use of it. And one more thing, regarding one RTA, Dr. Saurabh is telling, Uttam sir will take care of. How long Uttam sir and senior professor will take care? When you are going to take care? Of course, they will get us. Nothing wrong with that. But still, when you people have come to this level, this side, you should be very prepared. You should not be on the same side for a long time. But I congratulate here, especially I congratulate the women, the ladies or the faculty, full faculty, who have come all the way from different places. I think this is a good beginning. Thanks for the organizers and thank you all. Thank you.
quickly react some. I have carefully noted down all your points, but then it may take so much of time for us to respond to each and every query or every suggestion that you gave. Not possible. So I will just try to collectively put everything together, and then probably we'll carry on with this debate. First of all, I was expecting that you did some exercise there. I thought that will be presented also here, because I couldn't get to see any of what you wrote. Which means the very purpose of this exercise is defeated for me. But anyway, we have just made a beginning. Because I couldn't see, maybe you would be able to collect it, and we will see, and then we will reflect on those also. Because it's very important. It's not to find fault. This is not a fault finding mechanism. In order to correct ourselves, in order to fine tune ourselves, in order to improve our skills, only we are organizing this. So I hope you are clear at that level. With regard to some of the, starting with the new courses, there are many suggestions with regard to new courses, including science and technology, to cyber, to AI, to whatnot, everything has been suggested. So what I propose to do, with the consent of my colleagues here, what I propose to do is we will set up now a curriculum revision committee, okay, for defense and strategic studies. Okay, I will initiate it. And you can all be part of this. So I will try to invite you, most of you, and whoever is expressing interest, you please come forward, sit with us, we will share the responsibility, you frame curriculum for us. Okay, and then what I will do is, I will have the board convened at the University of Madras, and we will try to pass through the board. I will also co-opt some of you as members of the Board of Studies. That facility we have, we can co-opt members. So I can maybe co-opt the Gaurav, I can co-opt somebody, we can do that exercise. Okay. So you are requesting for a revision. You are also saying there are certain things which are ambiguous, certain things requires clarity, certain things are not clear. We have to be more clear on the specifics and all that. All that is agreed. There is ambiguity here. There is no clarity in some of the aspects. I don't personally teach BA Defense and Strategic Studies. You are the teachers, so you know much more than me. So I want your inputs there. Okay, that is something that is agreed at this level. So we will take forward. We will certainly take this forward. Okay. So Prabhakar is also there with us. We will be able to do this, and we want your inputs. So we will very shortly come back to you in the next within a month or so. We will come back to you so that we will start this exercise. It's a syllabus revision exercise. And then we will have it passed. That is one. Another thing with regard to job opportunities, see, we don't believe in, I clearly distinguish between a job and a career. Today you have this, gig workers. Is it a job or what? Our own students go as gig workers these days, isn't it? Non-formal. So we have to look at careers. There are career opportunities which are very much there. We are missing somewhere. Second, see, we have to improve. Nobody spoke about the communication aspect, which I am very much worried about. You people should address the communication. Communication is the key. Oral communication, written communication. How much focus do we give for communication? Somebody spoke about writing an article. How many of us would be in a position to write an article? Let us be very frank. Correct. So, I think communication is the key. So, our students lack communication. Even at the MA level, let me tell you, with all due respects to my own students, they come from different backgrounds. They are first generation learners. They are very comfortable in Tamil. They are quite knowledgeable in Tamil. I respect them. I love them. All that is fine. But our subject also demands that we speak, we communicate in English, we learn English. I hope you understand. I am making the message very clear. Okay, communication is the key. You have to develop your communication, and then you have to focus on your students' communication. Without communication, you won't be able to go anywhere. My own students are now sitting in different parts of the globe. Let me tell you, ask Prabhakar, he will tell you, ask Guru, he will tell you. How did they go? They also started like this. They also started in Vellore College. They also started somewhere in another Guru Nanak College. But they're sitting in Stockholm, they're sitting in United States, they're sitting in Australia, every part. How did they reach? Why did none of us could go there? So what is the fault? What is the problem? Then we have to introspect. We have to sit and think about ourselves. We can't find hereafter. You can't blame anyone. You have to take the blame. Let me tell you. You being a teacher. Again, keep saying, So job opportunities. You have to be innovative. You have to create. There are opportunities. I am telling my own students, there is no dearth for opportunities. Even sky is not the limit. The student who studied in the same, university, the same college, Prakash, I'm saying, who is now globetrotting. I'm telling you, he has become an authority on underwater domain. He studied defense studies here. He is one of the authorities in underwater domain. How did he reach? Ask this question to yourself, myself. Most of our students are doing great job. Some of us could not, for family reasons, go out, or for whatever deficiencies that we have, we are unable to move out. Let us be very frank. We are sitting here. Okay. So we have to be very careful with regard to job opportunities. Let us not make any false, promises. No BSc gives you any job guarantee. BCom gives you any job guarantee. BA History gives you any job guarantee. BA Economics gives you any job guarantee. I don't think so. I don't know about political science. Sir, do you give any job guarantees when you take students for political science? I don't know. This is something that we have to seriously contemplate. It has something to do with individuals. You take students who are really keen on the subject. I'm telling you. And then with regard to chalk and talk, we have to understand what Professor Bala said. He made a very valid comment. He said that traditional teaching we should not forget. He never meant that you cannot go for digitization, you cannot go for modern technology and all that. He said you should not forget the traditional method. It is one of the good methods of teaching. That anybody will agree. Any student, any teacher will agree. So we require a combination of everything. We have to be adept at modern whatever technology. We need to be tech savvy, no doubt. But at the same time, we should not forget the traditional sort of teaching. I think we should have that understanding. Am I right, sir? So let us not mince words when we do that. We need modern technologies. At the same time, we should not forget the tradition. And then somebody said that we could not complete the syllabus. It is the responsibility of the teacher to complete the syllabus, I think. Professor, I hope you would agree. You have to take extra hours. You have to compensate. We are doing it. We do it on a Saturday, we do it on a Sunday. You do it morning, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we have a session. If you are doing extracurricular activity or some other thing. So it's our own responsibility. We have taken it upon ourselves. We cannot say, I have no time to do that. If we are saying, then there is, I don't think we are heading anywhere. Having said that, with regard to question paper goof up, yes, that needs to be looked into. It has something to do with it has something to do with both teaching and the non-teaching sections. So we will look at it. And technology and all, we will certainly try to address when we do this revamping. And lots of things came about with regard to simulation exercise, experiential learning, model UN, internships and all that. We are conducting simulation exercises. The Department of Defense and Strategic Studies at the University of Madras has been doing it for the last few years. I think I don't know if Sylvie was part of it or not. Madhumita was part of it probably. I don't know. We've been doing this, and we initially started off, then we roped in Stella Maris College, and then we roped in Loyola College and Women's Christian College. We have not reached out to others because if you have to play a simulation game, you need to be again communicating. You have to communicate. You are given the role of a Prime Minister of a country. You are given the role of a Foreign Minister of a country. You have to really play that role, which means you have to communicate. So most of the students hesitate to communicate. Even at the level of MA, in a small class, when I complete the class and I ask them, do you have anything to ask, anything to observe, they all keep quiet. Not a single word comes out. So what do you want me to do? See, there need to be some reciprocity. It is supposed to be a teaching, learning process. We as teachers, we look at teaching. Also learning is also required, isn't it? We also learn. So you have to encourage children at your level, at BA level at least. See, up until 10 plus 2, it doesn't happen. In some of the schools in Chennai or in other parts of Tamil Nadu, I understand it is all rote learning. Most of the children are not being encouraged to ask questions. Maybe some other good schools they encourage, but ordinary schools do not. But at the level of BA, you ask them to encourage questions in the class. Otherwise, you ask them questions, make them stand, make them speak. Only then when they come to MA level, they will be comfortable. So the 3 prime years they spend with you in the college. But when they come to MA, they all just sit like that. So it's a very sorry state of affairs, I'm telling you. But then you have to encourage. So how much are you encouraging? Is something that you need to ask yourself. This simulation exercises, if some of you are really keen, do reach out to us. We will include you in the simulation game. Okay? Model event also can be thought of. No problem about that. And case studies has to be included. It's a very valid suggestion. International relations theory and Northeast insurgency and all that. You are very correct when you say that. The children may not be in a position to understand. You suddenly start off with, this whatever hierarchical model of international system or power transition theory. They may not understand what power transitions are. So naturally, you need to tell them the stories, and only then you have to build up. So that can be looked into. Before we will talk about it and we will take care. And Western military orientation is much. I mean, we will talk about world military history. So that is noted. And then some points regarding no books. I think Senthil already brought this out. No textbooks. Of course, yes, there are no textbooks. We don't prescribe any textbooks for anything. Not from today or yesterday. Since beginning of the subject, it is not there. Of course, there was one professor from Voorhess College, Vellore, by name Professor J. Mani, who did a yeoman job by bringing about excellent Tamil books, textbooks, and many students read that Tamil textbook. If you really want this exercise, I want you to be part of it. Not that myself or Thiru or Illar or whoever is going to sit. It's a collective exercise. If you people are game for it, bring it. But then let me tell you, there are some catches to it, in the sense that it may not be accepted as a textbook, because any textbook, if it has to be accepted by the state, there is something called college age education. You all come under Directorate of College Age Education. So college age education has to agree. All those processes are there. Maybe we can set the ball rolling. By the time it fructifies, I may retire and Dr. Prabhakar will take over, but doesn't matter. You can set the ball rolling in case if you want. And what else? Uday has been talking about the privilege, the reservations and all for defense and strategic studies students. Weightage. The Indian Armed Forces are very clear. It has been representation has been made from my student days, because the very founder of our department was Air Marshal Scudder. You know him, and how influential was Air Marshal Scudder. Many other people. They were all those days highly, very influential. Today we are nowhere. I am nowhere closer to a power corridor. Okay, nobody will listen to me. But armed forces are very clear that they are not going to have any reservation in any form or other, excepting for the education branch. In education branch, some concession is already being given for the defense and strategy. But then it is very minuscule, in the sense the vacancies are only 1 or 2, so you can't depend on that. So I don't think we can, at any time soon, this may happen. Okay, so we have to look for some other opportunities. And with regard to current, whatever presentation that he made was very interesting actually. The PowerPoint presentation Karan made. Nothing is impossible. It is very much possible, whatever you say. But then it may take time. Everything has to go through certain institutions, including University Grants Commission. Because currently, let me tell you, the newly set up national security study centers, in different central universities, say Central University of Gujarat, Central University of Jammu, Central University of Manipur, they all started offering the course in MA National Security Studies. Then University Grants Commission said you already have something called Defense and Strategic Studies. Discontinue MA National Security Studies. You call it, change the nomenclature to Defense and Strategic Studies. You can be a National Security Studies department, but you have to offer only a Defense and Strategic Studies. But you want to remove that arts from that. Instead, you mean to say that like MSW, like other courses. Correct, absolutely, agreed. But it is possible. But then, with regard to you made like BCom, there are 5-6 varieties of BCom. You have number of teachers, all that. But here we are struggling to supply teachers, qualified teachers. So you may take time, but it is possible. That idea is possible. In the long term, it may materialize. But you have to take very concerted effort at every level, and we can do that. And NPTEL courses. Some NPTEL courses, like Miller said, some NPTEL courses are available. Who said that? Reena, I will try to give you some suggestions. Like there is already something called a conflict resolution course. Not directly defense and strategic studies, but related to strategic studies, we have some courses. So we do have that, and probably what we can do is Swayam portal. We also can offer courses. We have the facility. You can. Yes, madam. Yes, more courses. Quite understandable. Sit, please. So it is possible, and collectively we can do that. In case if you guys are interested, come to us. You suggest me some course, I will facilitate that. At the university level, we can reach out to Anna University and IIT, we can start bringing into the MOOC. Even University of Madras Institute of Distance Education is asking for MOOC courses in our own subject. So we have the facility to offer. Only thing is we are all hard pressed for time. I am just traveling, I don't do much of academic work these days, let me tell you very honestly. I keep moving around. And I also look for other things these days because I am approaching retirement. So that is why I am unable to do a lot of things. But then there is so much of scope which is available in the subject. Okay. So I am not commenting on everything, but only one last thing which I would like to tell you is we have made an excellent beginning, Dr. Hilla said. Thanks to Dr. Thirumaran, and I shall appreciate each and every one of you because you came all the way from your respective places and you participated. This is the success, and this is where it starts. Okay, so I really appreciate each and every one of you for taking your time out. You have come on your own. Which is really appreciable. I am seeing this many faculty members in Defense and Strategic Studies. Sir, we used to see 25 of us, 4 of us at one point. But looking today of all young faces, really very promising. It's really, I have a lot of optimism that, we will only develop, especially this part. See, in other areas they are growing. You go to Gujarat, you visit the University of Gujarat website, Central University of Gujarat. They have many centers. Central University of Kasaragod has come with Center for Defense. Started the center he has started. So now it will be, they will start offering postgraduate courses also very soon. So many centers are coming up in different parts of India. So don't restrict yourself only to Tamil Nadu, please. Those who is capable of trying to move out, please move out as much as you can. Give way for other younger children to come in to your place. And they will also move out. This is what life is all about. Okay, so today you are here, but I don't want you to stagnate at one point. So I think you have to be moving out from one place to the other. So try to look for more opportunities. Defense and strategic studies certainly gives you more opportunities. But we have our own misplaced notions sometimes. I think we should ward off all that as we keep meeting each other. I think our understanding will be more clear. Okay, so we will be able to make that difference. Madam, with regard to your certificate course and all, it's very much possible. Only thing is you have to show the resource persons. You have to show the competency in that area. You may not be competent, but you can identify the resource persons and take the approval. It's possible. And see, we are as a department I don't want to do certain things in the university because getting an approval from the university will take much of a time. Professor only knows about it, and sometimes university is impossible. Now we can't even reach out to university. So what we do at our own level, we silently do. I am already working with NIAS, National Institute for Advanced Studies. We are tying up. We are working with many other institutions within the country, including Indian Maritime University. We are now proposing certificate programs in Indian Maritime University. Okay? So if you are very keen on any certificate program, we are only facilitating because Indian Maritime University does not have a social studies component as of now. They look into marine engineering, marine technology, marine management and all that. They don't have a social sciences component at all. So they are looking forward to us. They have asked me for the social sciences component, and they are looking at maritime history. Right? So I am tying up with IMU. In case any of your institution are interested, you as an individual, if you are interested, come, we will go together. But only thing IMU is located, which is little far from the Chennai town, it's on the East Coast Road. So we are now doing that exercise. If anybody is keen, if anybody is willing to participate, you are most welcome to participate. Okay? So with that, let me close here. I wanted to talk about PhDs or not, but this is not the time because the time is running out. So let me stop here through. Okay? Yeah, thank you.
Correct. 20 years back or even 15 years back.
Yes, correct.
By seeing a 45 students in a classroom itself is a big task those days. As you said, we have only 4 institutions and we have only 8 to 10 faculty members. But thanks to all of you, your effort and coming all the way from your places to Vellore and participated in this faculty development program. As everyone, one thing I understand, you people watch this sort of exercises periodically. That's what I sensed. So thank you so much. We are also ready to offer programs like this. So my suggestions to the learned professors here is, as the youngsters has come, this is the new thing to the different studies faculty itself. The commerce department, as an English department, or the economics department, they have this sort of get-togethers, or there are so much forums available for them to develop their own knowledge on certain things. But in the different studies, certainly we have to generate those platforms where they can come and share their ideas. So this is a one-day program only for our curriculum design and question paper. If you are willing, if this learning paper people are available, we can have one fellowship development program for even 2 to 3 days for a first semester subjects alone. Then we can ourselves share our papers and we can sit together and we can throw light on that. For example, in our first semester, we have only 2, 4, 6 and 5, 6, 12 papers only. Third year 6 papers, second year 2 plus 6 paper, first year 2 plus 6 paper. So 12 papers we can segregate into portions, 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours, like that. Even we can try some online. If sir available, Prabhakar available, we can have some 3 days, 4 days online FPP programs. These days is very common. See, I thought, why we are giving lectures to Pondicherry University, other universities online. Why not we have our own platform where we can share our thoughts on particular subjects so that the uniformity of teaching will be there. The ambiguity will not be there on the content. What should be delivered, it can be delivered. That's one thing I am suggesting for the future. The faculty development program, either offline or online. That's I agree to have this sort of gathering periodically. Sarvan is traveling a lot. If 4 times, 1 day, 2 days, definitely we will agree to come here. We will enjoy to do this. So I assure you all the faculty members, this sort of thing can be arranged periodically. So regarding the syllabus, as Sam said, yes, you are most welcome to come and give your own suggestive papers. Since I am putting headache and salary, we are part of 5-6 universities together. So end of the day, it doesn't know it's a Bharatiya University syllabus or a Rural University syllabus or Anna University syllabus. So thanks to it's a uniformity has come. Coming one clarification for MA Defence Studies program. We have designed this MA program not only for our BA Defence students. It's for multidisciplinary. So here, Engineer Karan sir has did his MA Defence Studies and he presented his paper different perception. Then Nimiran is here, he studied the sociology department, then he come to Defence Studies. Even Prabhakar sir has done his BS Botany, he comes to Defence Studies, then he learned. So now the sir has said Kumayu, Professor Kumayu, he studied BSc Chemistry here, he went to Madras University to do his PG department, then he became a Professor of Defence Studies. So in that thought of only we have some basic aspects of Defence Studies in the PG level too. It's not a repetitive. For MA Defence Studies, they have to know these basics. So we included some of the basic units in the MA Defence Studies. So as sir suggested, so you are most welcome. Since you are in the field, you know you are interacting day to day with the students. You know better. We also interacting. We know better that how the students are facing certain difficulties in particular unit or in particular paper itself. So we can normally we can do is we can change it. We can, if you want, we can remove the paper itself. We can include the new paper into that. That can be possible. That can be easily done. As Sir suggested, we can form some committee so that we can put your thoughts on that. So regarding the question paper, yes, as Sir said, it's only exercise. If you go to the one unit and trying to frame the question papers, you find it very difficult, right? So for that, we have to, as our all the learning professors said, we have to read. We have to read. If you read so much books, well, then you get to know that, okay, this is the content, then it is easy for you to formulate the question papers. So, as you suggested, last one, somebody, Reena, Sharon has said that, why not we have this group which we created for the workshop, continue. I am not for that. But since you suggested, we can change, we have so much in WhatsApp, right? Okay. Anyway, we change that workshop group into some other, you suggest some names to that WhatsApp group, where we can have this group active so that we can exchange these sort of things. Curriculum design, question paper, and anything which is important to defense and service studies, we can share. So that the sharing of knowledge it can be a platform for sharing our knowledge. I thank each one of you wholeheartedly for your commitment, for your time, for your contribution to the defense and service studies. It's a reality come true. இதெல்லாம் நாங்கள் நினச்ச 45 பேர் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி இருக்காங்க சார் நம்பலை. என்ன தெரியும் சொல்கிறீங்க 50+ இருக்காது. நானும் ஒவ்வொருத்தராக தேங்க்ஸ் டு எமர்வர்மெண்ட் அண்ட் கரண்ட் தே கால் ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி ஒன் உங்கள் காலேஜ் எவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்காங்க. 54+ ஸோ யுவர் வாட் யூ கால் அஸ் certificates are ready. So I request our person Ramu Manivandan. We call Prunam Karasil. He is my junior in Madras University. So now he is in new college connect. Dr. Nirmala, who is heading the department of Gurunana College, a student of Dr. Kumar. Dr. Kumar, Gurunana College. Dr. K. Kumar, our own alumni. Voorhess, Arun. We call him as an alumni of Defense Study Police College. Then would be Kabilan. That is completely well. Government Assurance Fund of Law. That's the Kumar. He is also our own alumni who is teaching Coimbatore Art College. It's a Gaurav Pandey of India College.
You will read Tamil, but still you want.
Yes, motivator of India. Dinesh Ram, LK Dinesh Ram of Annaya College. Mr. Sudhavi. Sudhavi, Government Pete. Jacob Asaria, DLR College. Gokula Lakshmi. They are all working. Gokula Lakshmi. Nandini. Nandasco. Digvijay Sharma from MGR University. He is going to be the AO for MGR University. Congratulations. Arvind Dr. MGR University. Aranesh from Hero Dr.
Darnesh, come.
Aniganda Prabhu, Hero Dr. Science College. Well, Dr. Honored Prodigies. We stand at the back. Hero Dr. Science College. Yeah, we have Civil Subramaniam from Guru Nanak College. Satish Ganga, Guru Nanak College. Vetri Selvi, Guru Nanak College. Akash Rohit, Original Pandya. Akash Rohit. Guru Raj, New College. Marshall New College.
நீ என்கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டீங்க நான் சொல்லியிருந்தேன்ல நான் நினச்சேன் நீங்கள் ஏதாவது ரொம்ப
Somalia,
coastal they have already been not fishing villages. They are doing variety studies. They are interacting with fishermen community very closely.
Somalia, Kolachi Ocean Ignatius. This is the Ignatius Ramo Ocean sites. Prakash, Ramo Ocean Science College. Santilaya, Ramo Ocean Science College. Anupati, Silverina of Takshila University.
Remember. Thank you. Yeah. Come, Lina, come.
Karan Surya Verma.
Thank you.
Daniel Joshua.
Daneshwar, come. நீங்கள் சொன்னதில் நோட் பண்ணிட்டோம். செக்யூரிட்டியில் சொன்னீங்களா கிளியராக இல்லை.
Vaibhav Ravishankar.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you can come. Excellent suggestion. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you.
This was a very important